Hello everybody and welcome to the review of round 19 and preview of round 20, which is the final round. This week sees 2 more teams eliminated and 4 spots in the 5 have been sealed. There was some good games to review, so let's get to it.
Lock it in. Sats for rides. It's time to win. But Footywired! 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 Footywired!
Alright, so the first game we're going to see is the Gators playing Rangers for the third time this year, should I say. Previous results were pretty good. It was a 0.5 win to the Gators and a 1-point win for the Rangers. A win for either team there would pretty much guarantee a final spot, and it was the Gators who got the win, 392.5 to 376. The win sealing a second chance for the Gators in the final. Gators, they were a bit worried here for a while, as their forwards and utility were pretty disappointing. Gators did have players step up though, with Brody Grundy, who only played 3 minutes of the fourth quarter, mind you, got 64 in the ruck. Ned Long as a tackler got 57, and Zork got 59 as a halfback. Whereas for Rangers, they looked home and hose in this one, especially early Sunday. However, like their opponents, their forwards and their utility didn't have a very good showing as well. Rangers were led by Jack Steele as a tackler, who got 66. Taranto in the middle and Hopper as well as a follower also stood out 58 and 54 respectively. If you look at the optimised lineups here, sees the Gators with the highest score of the round. They would bring in Dylan Moore and Kerno, while Rangers also get over 400 with his Tigers boys taking the first 3 spots on the optimised lineup, and Merritt and May would have come in as well. So let's go to game 2. This game sees the Falcons, who needed the win to stay alive, playing the Gods, who just really want the finals to start because they've been boring us for the last 8-10 weeks. The Falcons fell short here, and their final chances have ended with a 355.5 to 400 loss to the Gods. The Falcons started the game off pretty well. Tom Green, 99.5 as utility. Blakey was also good. He got 65 as a halfback, and Callahan was looped in and got 54 as a follower. Unfortunately, though, no one else really stood out here. For the Gods, who have dropped a few recently, so despite scoring well, we'll be happy with the hit out, and they had an awesome performance by Cozzy up forward, who got 58 as a full forward. Naz, once again, it's one of those guys who just leave up there, isn't he? He got 60 as the halfback. And I went with Sweet in the ruck with 46 over Atkins from the third best in this one. The OL, optimised lineup, sees 2 great scores again. Falcons would bring in Wiedering and Kennedy, and they would swap a few guys around. While the Gods, they would have swapped Sweet and Marshall around. Sweet would have been the utility, and Naz and Dacos would have been swapped a bit there too. Alright, so now for the Footywired.
Footywired, let's jump around. Footywired, let's jump around. Yeah.
For the first time this season, Renegades feature in the match of the round with their clash with Sugar Daddies. Both teams here were decimated by unavailability. And Sugar Daddies, who will guarantee a final spot for the win, while Renegades will need the results to go their way to maintain their finals chances. And it was an injury-ravaged Sugar Daddies who got the win, 393.5 to 381.5. Sugar Daddies, well, they shuffled their decks around here, and the decision to change a lot of their players around really paid off. Made some pretty good choices here. Bailey Dale stepped up for the first time in utility and got 107.5. Plays the Bombers this week too, so the last time we got 49 possessions against them. Let's see what happens this time. I wonder if they put someone to him. Himmelberg, he got looped in the halfback at 59, and Jake Stringer as a full forward got 47. For Renegades, they fell just short, but had some standout performances as well. Their players of the round this week was probably Heaney. He was actually probably the player of the round, mind you. He was at full forward and got 61. Holmes in the midfield got 61 as well, and Worrell once again made the best on grounds. He got 59 as a halfback. The OL here sees a different result and another 2 massive scores. Sugar would have brought in Simpkin, and Rao would have moved to utility. Just a couple of changes for them. Whereas for Renegades, they would also change the utility spot with Heaney getting the big score there. Warple and West would also come in. So the next game was between Punters Paddock, who needed the results to stay in the competition. El Diablos were looking to steal a second chance and avenge their loss from 2 weeks ago here. Despite the Devil Cops coach thinking they may be in trouble on Sunday, they win easily, sending Punters Paddock staying in Cancun, his own words, with 348 to 381.5 results. Punters once again had Jeremy Cameron, who was sensational, getting 51 as a full forward. Big Lloyd got 46 as a ruck, and Richards as a midfielder got 53. For El Diablos, who now can't finish lower than third, and they get the second chance in the finals, were led by Dunkley for the second week in a row, got a massive tackler score. He got 75 this week. Sarite with 67 as a mid, and Luke Ryan got 54 as a halfback. Optimised lineup here says another big score for both teams. Punters bringing Dempsey and Salem, while El Diablos will bring in Duggan, Cripps, and Kanash. Excuse me. The final game sees the biggest upset of the round, with the already defeated, or already sent home, should we say, Seeing Destroy getting their biggest score of the year, while at the same time denting Bombers Forever finals chances. With a 430 to 375 win. Bombers' chances that they win, they're in the 5. Seek and Destroy finally put it all together, and they went bang. They were led by Nick Dacos, who got 130 as utility. Sinclair, as a follower, got 61, and Maxi Gorn got 44 in the ruck. For Bombers Forever, their final chances have been dented, but if results do go their way, with their high average score, they still have a chance to make it. Their standouts this week were Bont with a big score of 107. Sean Manor as a full forward was excellent. He got 50. As a half forward, should I say, got 57. And Roadbottom as a tackler got 36. The OLs here sees big scores for both, or for Seek and Destroy, should I say. Flanders will come in, and Elliott, as well as a few shuffling going around. For Bombers, Bont goes to the tackler, Manor utility, and the Swans boys and Ashcroft will come in for them. So let's have a look at the team of the week, and I think we have possibly a record with the team of the week score here of 626. Cozzy is the full forward, Heaney the half forward, Dacos utility, Grundy the ruck, Sarong and Naz in the middle, and the halfback is Dale. Dunkley would be the tackler. Now for the ladder. Gods, well, they stay where they are. They've been there since round 3. They're not moving from top spot. El Diablos, they've been where they are since round 9. They're not moving, or they could move from second, but they've held on to it for this long. Gators can't go any lower than 30 given their points 4. El Diablos and Gators can swap positions if Gators win and El Diablos lose, but it doesn't really matter. Sugar's 4th, can't go higher unless they outscore Gators by 411, and I don't think, well, you're telling me there's a chance. 411, That's the Jim Carrey, so you're telling me there's a chance. I wonder if I can put that in, and I can remember my script. Anyway, I'm Ron Burgundy. I think I've already done that joke. Anyway, they can drop to 5th if they lose, but either way, it doesn't really matter, and they'll drop the 5th if Raggers win and they lose, of course. Now, let's look at 5th, 6th, and 7th. Actually, let's look at them in a minute, because Falcons are 8th, Seek and Destroy 9th, Punters are last. All they can do is really swap positions, so they don't really matter too much in terms of points for, etc. But, once again, Rangers, 5th. Bombers Forever, 6th. Renegades, 7th. If Rangers win or draw, they're in. If they lose, they need Renegades to beat Bombers Forever, and they have to outscore Renegades by 39 points. Now, the reason why 39 points, because remember, it's in the end of the season, or during the season, they played each other twice. The head-to-head battle was 1-1, but if you look at the points for, the difference, Rangers outscored Renegades by 1 point. So if they finish on the same amount of score, Rangers will get through. Either way, but once again, I think it was 35-36. For Bombers to make it, they just have to win and hope Renegades lose. Sorry, they have to beat Renegades and hope the Rangers lose, should I say. My little boy was chumming out to see what I was doing. Should be in bed because it's like 9 o'clock. What time is it? Wednesday night, 9:43. Why isn't he asleep? Anyway.
Footywired Radio.
Anyway, for Renegades, they have to beat Bombers and hope the gods beat Rangers and hope the Rangers don't outscore them by 39 points, even if they do win. Rangers have been scoring high lately too. Anyway, hopefully I'll confuse you. Maybe Michael put a graphic up. I don't know, but what's his name again? Charlie doing the whole. Anyway, forget about it. I'm rambling on. So let's have a look at the last round. El Diablos, they play Sugar Daddies. The big one, Renegades play Bombers forever. Punters Paddock play Falcons in the Pride Cup. And the other game that matters is Gods play Rangers. Cut it, Mick, for a second. Yeah, buddy. What's up? Did you go to the toilet? Good boy. See, it's such a good boy, yeah?
A few moments later.
Yeah, buddy. Good job, mate.
So I can't go have any toys?
You want more toys because you went to the toilet?
Yeah.
I can't keep getting the toys every time you go to the toilet, mate. Good boy for learning to go to the toilet, but you can't do it all the time, yeah? Yeah? Can Daddy finish his video now? Can Daddy finish doing his video? No. Well, all my 2 viewers are going to be upset if I can't finish it. Yeah. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
I know you don't. It's alright. Shut the door. Huh?
I'm talking about the horse.
Yeah, I'm talking about the Hawks. That's right. Sing the Hawk song. Sing the Hawk song. Remember we're happy. There you go. Nah, okay. Let Daddy finish, okay?
Did you see on the window? There's a horse. The horse.
You want me to sing on the video? Okay, we're a happy team at Hawthorn. Is that what you want? Alright, but you shut the door and Daddy will be in there in 5 minutes, okay?
Why you do that all the day?
Well, I'm just doing this for now, buddy, okay? You need to go to sleep. Come on, mate.
Can come with me?
I'll come inside in a second. Let me finish, okay? Alright, let's get started again. Gators, they play Second Destroy as well. I got interrupted by Michael. I don't know if we cut that out or not, or just have that whole interaction going. But anyway, El Diablos, they're assured of a second chance and a top 3 finish. No fresh injuries here, but they do welcome back Will Day, who was a mid-season pickup, and could this move pay off? Loop options for them. Well, Will Day is a loop option if he isn't the sub, of course. Amon looks like he's in the spot already, and he does have 6 players playing Thursday and Friday night all up with this one. Sugar Daddies, well, he'll be in the elimination final no matter what happens. The results will hope that his guys stay in reasonable touch as well. Doesn't really matter if he wins or loses, he's going to finish in the elimination final. No new injuries, but Mackay is back from injury for him. Possible loopholes here is Mackay, and then he has 5 players playing Friday night. As don't forget, there is 2 games Friday night, so a few of those players that are playing Friday night, he's looped a few times this year already. Second game, most exciting game here. A win for either team will get them in if Kenner loses, providing Renegades, the Renegades points for scenario, which I talked about before. Renegades, they could welcome back Hogan this week. Much needed boost for them as well. Possible loopholes here, Sicily, Warple, or TDK are playing Thursday night. He's even got 5 players playing on Friday, so there are options there. Bombers had the 2nd best points for the comp, so to miss the finals would be a very wasted season here. They could welcome back Papley this week, who is a loop option for him being playing Friday. Other options, Cherry Thursday, and there's 6 other players besides Papley playing Friday as well. He looks to have Darcy in as the loophole at the moment. Could be a good option against the Bombers. Game 3, well, the Who Cares Cup or the Pride Cup. The only game where the result really doesn't make a difference. No new team news for punters in terms of who's available here. Their best loop options are probably Whitfield or Richards. They both play Friday night. For Falcons, multiple time winner, started the season off so well, but they fell off the perch despite a run of high scores towards the end of the season. Nothing in terms of any fresh injuries for them, but Larky may be back. His options for a loophole, he's got all of his Blue Boys playing Thursday night. He also has 5 players playing Friday, including 2 players that he has been looping recently. Game 4, Gods and Rangers. Gods are just boring to talk about at the moment because they've been where they are since round 3. They've been pretty much, we're not going to move for about 10 weeks. But like everyone else, they had no new injuries as well. No suspensions. Rosie may be back for the showdown, so we'll see what happens with him. He has Warner currently in his loophole position. Rangers, the equation's simple. Win and you're in. If you lose, Renegades win, don't let him out. Oh, you got to outscore him by 40 or 39, sorry. Don't let him outscore. For Rangers, they've lost Major's suspension. I believe his 3-week suspension was upheld. DeGoey and Kelly could be back, their test. And the latter is a good option as well for a loophole. Other options are Merritt, who is currently in that position, but he was there last week as well. Cogs is an option, but he's not going to be there. The last game, in another game, which the result doesn't really matter, is Gators Bitches versus Seek and Destroy. Gators, they can't move from the top 3, and they'll get a second chance, as no matter what, they're playing LDLO next week in the qualifying final, second semi, I don't know what it's called. They don't have any new injuries, and if Houston is back and Laddams is named, he did play last week, so if he doesn't get dropped, then Gators don't have a loophole option. His options, though, if he does have a loophole, will probably be Moore, Newcomb, Ash, or Goulden are probably the best options. Probably Dylan Moore, the way he's been playing lately. Second Destroy, they had their best score for the year last year, and will hope to finish the season off on a good note before their Mad Monday begins. Nothing new here in regards to availability for them. Loop options, Gunston, Haynes, Thursday night, Ridley Friday. He's got Zach Bailey and Flanders playing on Saturday early, so that could be a pretty good loophole option for him as well. What's Flanders' position going to be now that Riola's out? Anyway, let's have a look at the AFL fixture. It's Derby round pretty much. Thursday nights, Hawks and the Blues. Friday, 2 games for some stupid reason. Bombers play the Dogs and the Giants play the Swans. Suns play Lions on Saturday. Dockers and the Suns play the Lions on Saturday, yes. Dockers play the Eagles. For some reason I wrote Lions, but Dockers play the Eagles. And North play the Cats, as well as Crows and the Power. Sunday, it's the Tigers and the Pies, and it finishes it off with Saints and the D's. So good luck to everyone for the final round. Let's go.
It's time to win. Footywired! Footywired!